to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Shirley, happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday to ya.
Shirley. Happy
Happy birthday.
so I just wanted to acknowledge the phenomenal and amazing Shirley Chisholm on her 97th birthday. And so I want to officially welcome everyone to the business shower featuring the phenomenal Tracy Gray, founder and CEO of Sankofa Global Project, and a member of the Shirley Chisholm Women's Leadership Circle. And so I'm
Yeah.
so excited to welcome, yay! Yes,
Yeah.
let's clap. Yes. So this is our first business shower that we're launching in partnership with Shine Registry. And
Yay.
so we're very excited about this partnership and really and also to have this platform to be able to celebrate our sisters, to celebrate our, women in business. And so we're just really excited to have you all here and celebrate Tracy. So
Hey, thank you.
thank you so much. And for those of you who may not know me, because we have, some attendees that I haven't met yet, my name is LaShawn Allen Muhammad. I am the Executive Director of Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation, the sponsor of the Shirley Chisholm Women's Leadership Circle, and the funder. I want to make sure that we acknowledge this. The funding for this program is from the New York Women's Foundation, and so they are extremely dedicated to economic justice, women entrepreneurship, and so they are the supporters of this program. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge them. So, with that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome again, everyone. And I'm going to officially pass this to my co-host, Emily.
Thanks so much, LaShawn. And hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I know a lot of you have worked with David Weinberger at different points, and he's a dear friend of mine and also the co-founder of Shine Registry. He's very sorry that he can't be here tonight, but I'm going to try to fill his shoes while he takes care of the babies that he's looking, the babies that he's raising. So welcome again to this business shower celebrating the work of Tracy Gray, founder of Sankofa Global Project. Just a quick rundown of what to expect from today's celebrations. We are going to do a quick video kickoff in just a moment. Then we are going to do a little welcome again from LaShawn. I will be introducing Shine Registry with a quick tutorial on how you can directly support what Tracy is building and what she is bringing into the world. And then we have a little getting to know Tracy, where we will, have a little bit more time to understand, who she is, have her tell her story a little bit. And then we have some surprises. And so I'm not going to share any details on that, as well as a game, because this wouldn't be a business shower, much like a baby shower or a bridal shower or any of those things, without a little bit of fun mixed in. And we'll wrap up in just about an hour. And so really looking forward to all of that. I am going to, I hope my sound is working. Share sound, this should work. And so this will be the video kicking us off.
I am LaShawn Allen Muhammad, Executive Director at Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation. CBEDC was established 32 years ago by a group of activists, community advocates that wanted to create an institution in Brownsville that would stand for a space for community residents to come and to get access to any kind of support, resources to help them achieve self-sufficiency. That is the reason why this institution is so important, and that 32 years later, we are here, we're still here, providing this service for community residents. And we are so excited about the partnerships we've been able to develop over the years, namely with the Sankofa Global Project. We have done such amazing work with Tracy Gray and her team, with our adult literacy program specifically. Every individual has a different journey, has a different pathway, and not everyone has the opportunity to um, go to school without any hiccups and graduate and get a high school diploma and go to college and get a job. That's not everyone's story. And so we are here to provide a space to get back on track. And so, what we are so proud of is that not only do we have an institution that provides a space for it, but that we are able to meet people where they are and to, allow them the space to discover and the space to explore and develop their own God given gifts and talents. One of the programs that we're so excited about is the GED plus EdTech program. This initiative provides adult literacy students and graduates the opportunity to explore what it might look like to become a filmmaker, or what it might look like to become an animator or a screenwriter or a film director or a film producer. Those are jobs and industries that people in communities like Brownsville pretty much can't touch. It's not tangible. We go to the movies, we watch TV, and we read the credits, never even considering that our name could be part of that credit. And so what's so exciting about this opportunity is that they will have an opportunity now by participating in this program.
I can't believe, so the music was by Cyberpunk, who you were talking about earlier. Amazing. So that was a video. I'm gonna now kick it over to LaShawn, who will give a little bit more of a welcome before I share how we can support Tracy, or get to know some of the tools that we have to support Tracy.
Thank you, Emily. And so, again, so I will also welcome Sequoia. I see Sequoia joined us, and not sure, Deborah. Also, I see we have Deborah on now. So thank you all so much again for being here. I gave a brief welcome in the beginning, but I'll just say this again. The reason why I'll give some background about the establishment of the Shirley Chisholm Women's Leadership Circle. And also, this is being sponsored, as I mentioned, by the New York Women's Foundation to support women, Black and brown women entrepreneurship, specifically in Brooklyn. And but it's one thing to create a business program. We see business programs come and go, right? 6 weeks here, 6 months here, or join an incubator. But what we also need is to create a platform for women to become business leaders in their community. And that's a little bit different than just establishing a brick and mortar location or even a virtual location to sell a thing or sell a product or a service, right? To be a business leader, means that you have a stake in your community, that you have a say in what happens. You actually contribute to what happens in your community. And that is truly what Shirley Chisholm embodied. That's what she brought to Congress, when she became the first Black woman congresswoman in Brooklyn, right? Her gumption, her, you see behind me, it says unbought and unbossed, right? That was her 1972 presidential campaign slogan. That takes some stuff, right? And so to embody, her spirit, to embody her approach, her no nonsense approach, like, to do things that need to be done for her community, no matter what, is what every woman business leader needs to have, right? And however it shows up for you. And so it's just an honor, to be able to develop something like this, and an honor to name it after, the Honorable Shirley Chisholm. And so I'm just so excited, for all of the women who are part of this, right? And all the women to come. And so again, tonight we launch on her birthday to celebrate Tracy Gray and her work with Sankofa Global Project. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay, thank you so much, Shoshan. That was wonderful. And so I'm just going to jump in and share a little bit more about why Shine Registry is involved today and how we hope to continue to be involved with just being the beginning of the story of how you're building and how you're bringing your community in as a part of what you're building. And so Shine Registry is a website where we have set up tools for founders and small business owners to ask for things that they need in the style of a wedding registry. The idea started a few years ago when a friend of mine was getting married and another friend was starting a company. And for the friend getting married, we did the bridal shower, we did the bachelorette, we did the wedding itself, all these brunches, and we had so much fun. But I would turn to my friend who was starting a company who was going through just as big of a life change, just as big of a milestone moment. And I had no idea what to do for her in that moment. She also wasn't sure how to ask for help. And there was all this confusion of like, we want you to be successful, we care about you, but we don't know what showing and demonstrating that care looks like. And so that's really where Shine Registry came from, is we want to take the tools that we use to show up for our friends, to show up for our family and the people that we care about in the moments in their life that are really meaningful and demonstrate change. And we want to take some of those tools and use them for new areas of life where we may not have had those tools to showcase that before. And so that's why we're hosting business showers. It's a little bit of a play on baby showers and bridal showers and things like that. And the tool itself is live and Tracy is up on Shine Registry currently. So one of the things that sets, yay! So one of the things that sets Shine Registry apart from other sites that you might have seen, like crowdfunding sites, is folks can ask for the things that they need that'll help them reach their next business milestone. And so I will share a link to Tracy's profile in the chat. And so if you're following along on a computer, you can click through the link in the chat to check it out and see what it's about. And just, as a quick walkthrough, I'm already signed in on Shine Registry, so I can come to Tracy's profile, read a little bit more about what it is that she's building and what she's working on, and then go to the registry where I can see what it is that she's looking for that might help support her and the work that she's doing. And so really quickly, like, I know I can definitely follow her on social media. Like, I want to be kept up to date on what she's doing. I want her follow count to be high so other folks know that like there's interest. I'm interested in donating or a crowdfunding campaign. And so I'm going to click on that. I think I know folks who have experience as mentors and have empathy and vision for all people. I like that. I like how specific you got. And so I'm going to click on that too. And I think I do know someone who can assist with accounting too. And so I'm also going to click on that. And so knowing all the stuff that I can do to help Tracy keep building in this world, I'm going to click on fulfill, and nothing that she's asking for costs any money. It's just going to cost me time. It's just going to cost me some follow-up. I'm going to click on complete fulfillment in order to finish off there. So I'm going to stop sharing. But that's how easy it is. We ask that folks who are attending today go over and check out Tracy's registry. At this point in the evening, while you're looking at her registry, I would like to invite our person of honor, Tracy, to start sharing a little bit more about herself. So yeah. Tracy.
Oh, thank you.
Feeling?
I'm so excited. I feel like this is such a gift to be able to be a part, first of all, of the Shirley Chisholm Leadership Circle. It's a true honor to be a part of this circle. And I'm very excited that I've had the privilege of working with LaShawn Allen Muhammad and the folks at Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation for about 5 years. And the support that is being lent and the continued growth of the organization is truly inspiring. And I'm really excited to be included in this growth, this tremendous growth that's happening. So I'm an educator by trade. I was a classroom teacher for 21 years, and I love teaching. I was a school leader for a couple of years, and then I launched the Sankofa Global Project. And I launched the Sankofa Global Project because as a classroom teacher, I noticed how girls in kindergarten specifically were very interested in math and science. They loved math and science. And I also was very privileged to work in a school and to be trained at Bank Street College of Education, where I learned about the developmental stages of students and what helps them move along and what causes them to pull back. And I noticed that what was happening was girls were really excited. The girls that were excited in kindergarten weren't as excited in third grade about math and science. And there's a lot of research, tons of research to support this. And so I decided to do something about it. And so the Sankofa Global Project's mission is to increase the number of women and people of color in science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And we do that through a number of ways. Since 2013, when I launched the Sankofa Global Project in West Oakland, California, we hosted citizen science workshops for students in middle school. We had a hackathon for food, fitness, and tech. Came to New York, did a lot of Tinker workshop labs in collaboration with different schools and elected officials. Very excited because I was able to use the curriculum from USC's Viterbi School of Engineering Mesa Madness program because my brother is the co-director. And so being able to use that gave real credence to the program. And so as we continued to develop it, I was invited to the White House twice. Our programs were highlighted on President Obama's Office of Science and Technology Policy. And then, yes. And then shortly thereafter, we, with all this tremendous support that we had in 2016, we were able to do our Tinker workshop labs for 2,000 students in Brooklyn and in Manhattan. Now, I did a lot of the heavy lifting on my own, and I would never do that again on my own. But you can't build something until you build it. And so that was really exciting. And then the second time I got a chance to go to the White House was at South by South Lawn, which was an amazing, amazing opportunity to connect with people who were like-minded in the tech space, people from across the country, really. And then after that, that's when we hosted our tech education conference in Brooklyn at Brooklyn Borough Hall in partnership with several local elected officials, in partnership with Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation, where we brought together folks like from STEM from Dance, New York First, the robotics folks, folks from Google, just a plethora of folks from Computer Science for All, Department of Education, looking at the reasons why folks in historically underfunded and disadvantaged communities were not thriving in STEM and STEAM education. And we made some commitments to do something about that, which led us to the following year, where we had, I was truly privileged to lead a women's venture for It's a Family Affair. We had a 3-day education conference and STEAM project where we had folks from all ages, cradle to career, and specifically, and really excited about the folks from the GED program, for the adult literacy program from Central Brooklyn who attended, and had a lot of fun with that. Which led to the following year, us doing the Build Your Own Wakanda Hackathon, where we worked with students in Brooklyn, got some good press around that too, about helping them think about future cities. And it brought problems and solutions. And what really surprised me when we did that project was the students who were coming up with sustainable ideas or ideas towards sustainability for future cities. I thought they'd be focused on flying cars and really geeked out trains, but no, they were concerned about water. They were concerned about sustainable homes, making sure that the materials and supplies were available for people to be able to build future cities. And so it was so impressive. Working with students. Again, like I said, my passion is working with young people. I'm also an adjunct professor at Borough of Manhattan Community College, at Brooklyn College, and FH Bielefeld in Germany, obviously virtual right now. So when we were looking at where are the gaps in STEAM education. There's a lot of focus on K-12 education, rightfully so. And a lot of work with the My Brother's Keeper initiative and the Council on Women and Girls is a lot of initiative. But I didn't see anything around adult literacy and folks getting their GED. And so I said, this is an opportunity to make the connection between GED programs, adult literacy programs, and technology, ed tech. And so as we started really delving into this last year, I do lots of other professional development as well, and was connected. You know, it's amazing when you start doing one avenue of work, how other avenues open up. And I had the privilege of doing some professional development in partnership with the I3 Institute in the Bay Area. It was virtual. And we had did work on families, on racial equity and justice. And one of the persons in the group said, you know, can we meet and talk after? I said, absolutely. So we met and we talked after a couple days later. And I was invited to be a creative consultant on an animation project. And then I talked with LaShawn and I talked with our team and I said, here's a great connection, GED plus ed tech animation. And so we began looking at what would it take. And so we had we did a physics and art workshop. We had one of our speakers, Daniel Clark, who's an FX director, who's worked on several Disney movies, Pixar movies, really talked about the connections between physics and art because many students don't see the connection. Many adults don't see the connection. And so it was important to have this conversation, which has led to this. I'm really proud of the work that we've done up until this point. And I feel like in a lot of ways, we're just getting started. And I'm super excited that we have this opportunity to come together tonight for this business shower where I can talk about the work that we're doing and what are our next steps. So thank you.
Such a true powerhouse. And you've already had such incredible impact. I love what you said about, you know, if you see something that needs to be built, just build it and go from there. And I think everything that you've built so far is like, it's true testament to that spirit and that energy. Can you talk a little bit about any challenges you face while building the organization? And I mean, you've done so much, I'm sure that like there've been surprises along the way. Would you like to share maybe like one of them and a lesson learned?
Yeah, well, the greatest challenge that I feel that I've had is fundraising. That's my greatest challenge. So much so that I've had to learn how to fundraise. And I'll just tell one quick story. The very first time I had a fundraiser was when I was in the Bay Area and did this fundraiser, did all this work, and failed miserably. But it was a learning lesson because I learned some valuable lessons that when first of all, I can't do this by myself. That was the biggest lesson. And although I had support, there was not structural support for the fundraiser. So that was something that I learned. Something else I've learned along the way is the strength of the people and power of community. I have gotten this far in building, in working with folks at Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation, with Digital Girl, with several elected officials in Brooklyn, friends from Wellness Interactive, folks who have had expertise and lent their expertise around the way. And so the strength in building the Sankofa Global Project, my children have really supported me. My mother, my family, they have been the ones who have, bolstered me and encouraged me. And one of the first people to invest into in my company was my dad. And so he's no longer here with us, but he had a favorite saying. He passed in 2016. His favorite saying to me that I remember is, "You're in the catbird seat." Everything that I would do, and he'd be like, "Oh yes, you've got this. You're doing it." And I'm like, "Really? I got this?" And then hearing my mom, saying to me, like, "Of course you're going to do this. Of course you're going to be successful. Of course we're supporting you." And then my brother who, like I said, is at USC in the Viterbi School of Engineering, being an advisor, relying on even my connections in education, talking with folks, my previous mentors who have supported me throughout it. So those are the biggest lessons, is that there is strength in people and power in community. That that is a sweet spot right there.
You're after my heart in so many ways with a lot of what you're saying. We often talk about Shine Registry being a community care platform that exists because communities care about us. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a small part in how your community can show up for you. In that spirit, you know, and this is my last question before we get to the surprise portion of the evening. So, but in that spirit, knowing that we have your registry up and live, and there's this group of folks who are on tonight, can you say a little bit about what support you're looking for from your community and what would be meaningful to what you're building?
Thank you. Yes. So, first and foremost, I thank you all for being here. This was a surprise in that you all showed up. It really touches my heart that you were able to make time to show up. So I'm super grateful for that. How you can support, there are a couple things. Follow me on social media if you can. If you're able to go to the registry, please follow me on social media and share on the Sankofa Global Project for our work that we've been doing. If you know of students or folks who are in Brownsville, because we're starting in Brownsville, who are interested in art, design, and animation, tell them this is happening. So that, because like LaShawn said, that many of us have always grown up watching movies, watching television, watching the credits, maybe knowing someone, not even seeing that we could be part of something like this. But if you could share the word with students, because once we begin our application, a registration process in January, we want to be able to have folks to sign up for the entrepreneurship component. Hopefully, if folks are in the adult literacy programs, they'll sign up for that. And then we'll sign up for the EdTech animation program, because one of the couple things that we're doing is we not only do we want folks to be able to use their talents, we want to help them to understand the behind the scenes, the business portion of being an entrepreneur. You know, so we have a very specific project, an end project for our pilot that we're working on. But what that would mean is some of our participants would have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Well, we're going to make sure that we have an attorney talking about what is a non-disclosure agreement before anyone signs up for anything. So we want to make sure that, and if you know folks who have particular expertise in entrepreneurship, we would love to talk with them about being coaches and mentors. If you know folks who are animators or designers or artists, folks in the film industry who are full of compassion and empathy and care about people, who would be willing to have a conversation with us about what our next steps. The other thing is donate, share our fundraiser, share it with your community. We would really appreciate that. And what I'm really excited about is we're doing this in partnership with Central Brooklyn Economic Development Corporation, but it's also part of Own Brownsville, that we have this great community endeavor that is allowing lots of different organizations in Brownsville to get the support they need, like with Shine Registry. I mean, I would love for the folks in the Shirley Chisholm Leadership Circle, as well as Own Brownsville, everybody to have a Shine Registry. There's so much synergy that can happen there. And so, and I really believe in community, the power of community, because that's what's going to help us to make a difference, us helping one another. And so any ways that I haven't even thought about that you could be supportive and you have ideas about, I'd appreciate it. Yeah.
Yay. Well, this is such a joy. But we are coming up to one of my favorite portions of hosting a business shower, is that it's not really a shower unless we have a few surprises.
Yes.
Which we kind of told Tracy, we'll see things up our sleeve. So we heard that you are giving a talk soon. Is that correct? You have a talk coming up? Great.
Yes.
We asked around and we got you a coaching session with a friend of Shine Registry. His name is Tony Lloyd. I don't know if you heard of him, but he hosts a podcast called Social Entrepreneur. He's a business coach. He's a keynote speaker, a Fortune 500 executive, and best-selling author of Crazy Good Advice, 10 Lessons Learned from 150 Leading Social Entrepreneurs. He will be meeting with you for at least an hour. I'm sure with your energy, you can convince him to stay on longer, but he will be meeting with you for at least an hour to go over storytelling and narrative development, to prepare you for your talk and generally just work with you. And I'm so excited to make that connection. Also, we saw on your Shine registry that you were interested in getting a little bit of help with accounting, and we know how crazy accounting can be. There's so much that you have to learn when you're starting a new business and you're all of a sudden wearing so many different hats and having to learn everything yourself. We thought it would be nice if you had a little bit of help. And so we also have 5 hours to review finances with Autumn Smoot. She's a Brooklyn native. She is also a nonprofit finance expert who has experience building and scaling organizations as well as accounting systems within those organizations. She's currently the CFO of The Mission Continues and previously has been CFO at IOB, the vice president at BNY Mellon, and is senior finance and worked in senior finance at Road Owners. I can barely say what her resume is.
So
let alone try to. So these are fun surprises. I mean, we love a surprise. We love a gift. We love a
yes.
Last but not least, we also wanted to throw one more thing in there, and some folks might already know about this, but we are working with Action Button and Nation Builder on a campaign called 22K by 2022. Our intent is to include Sankofa Global Project in this campaign and get your business as a part of this campaign. It's called 22K by 2022 because we are working on driving 22,000 actions to support women-owned businesses on Shine Registry by the end of the year 2022. And we will be able to highlight Sankofa Global Project in that. And we're so excited to do so. So, I mean, this almost feels like a gift to us that we get to talk about you more to more people. But we're really hopeful that this is something else that kind of continues to contribute to your success and continues to let more people know about what you're doing. And so, yeah, are you surprised? Sounds a little surprised.
Wow. I was not expecting any of that. Wow.
No worries. And
that's amazing.
You deserve it, Tracy. You deserve it. Absolutely. This is oh my goodness, Emily.
We will follow up after tonight to get you all set up on that. Now, to get everyone. Well, Tracy kind of lets that soak in. I am going to now invite everyone else to participate a little bit in the shower and get maybe a little goofy too. I hope you guys are ready to get just a little goofy tonight. You know, nothing too crazy. I know everyone's, still recovering from Thanksgiving in so many ways, but we wanted to play a little game and get everyone involved. And so this game, is really also to, it wouldn't be a shower if it wasn't also very like Tracy focused. And so we're going to play this game where we're going to split folks up into breakout rooms, give folks a chance to, in their breakout rooms, prepare a pitch on behalf of Tracy. And so the setup is that Tracy is getting ready to raise $100,000 for Sankofa. And we know that a really good, strong pitch is a really important part of fundraising. Being able to talk about what you're building, who you are, having like a catchy catchphrase to get people like excited about what you're building. It's all a part of it. When we divide you into breakout rooms and groups, we ask that you sort of brainstorm. We'll give you 5 minutes to prepare a 30-second pitch for Sankofa Global Project. And then at the end of this 5 minutes, we're going to bring everyone back into the main room. People are going to go one at a time, or each group is going to give their pitch. Tracy will pick the winning team. And the winning team will be invited to nominate the next round of founders in Brownsville to be featured at our next business shower.
All right.
How does this sound? I suspect some folks might be shy, but I heard this group is up for it and creative and ready. What do you think? What do you think?
I think so. I think we're good.
Great. Okay. LaShawn, how do we feel about breakout rooms?
Yeah, I think we can we can absolutely do breakout rooms. I can create so we have 11 participants on right now. So I guess we can create 3 rooms and okay, so let me do that really quickly.
Yeah, if we could do 3 rooms and then me, you, and Tracy can maybe stay in this room. We could do 2 rooms of 3 and 1 room of 2. Great.
Okay, perfect. So let me.
And I will share the prompts back in the in the chat so folks have it when they're in the breakout rooms.
Okay. Oh wait, where's okay. I know. I feel like we should have. Okay, so I'm gonna open all the rooms and then assign. So let me assign. So you said we're gonna stay here, Emily. Yeah. Okay.
Me and Tracy can all stay in the main room if that's okay. And Tracy, you're welcome to hop around the rooms to say hi.
Okay. Yeah.
Just know that folks have 5 minutes, so not a lot of time. Yep. But you can pop into rooms and give feedback if you'd like.
So everyone has been assigned, right? And I have named each room after some powerful sisters, right? So we're gonna open the rooms now, join the room. So we're gonna start the clock at 6:45. We'll be back at 6:50. Okay? So all you have to do when you see it pop up, hit join, and it'll take you into your breakout room.
Yay.
Okay, are we moving? Are we moving? Okay, we're moving. Terry, are you missing? Okay, hold on.
Okay.
So I'm wondering why. So Terry, are you able to join the room? Because let me move. I'm going to move Sandra to another room.
That works. Anyway, I know breakout rooms are a little. I thought David might have given you a heads up, but maybe not. But anyway,
he did, but I didn't know
okay.
At what point. So I mean, it took 2 seconds, so that's fine. So we only have. You know what? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Okay. So we let them do their work.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. And then if either of you want to like just hop in, you can. You don't have to. I figured this is also a nice time. Like,
give them a minute. Okay. I'll give folks a minute. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I know. Wow.
I love
this. Well, it's so appropriate because my talk is on December 11th, my TEDx. And so to be able to talk with someone, because I actually met with someone from TEDx earlier today, and they're talking about, being a storyteller, making sure you're telling the story. You only have 9 minutes. So make sure you're telling the story that you want to tell. So this is right on the money. Mwah.
Oh, I'm so glad. Tony's very nice too. He's a very kind. We were introduced to him through Conscious Venture Lab, which is a program in Baltimore that he's worked with, and he's hosted a podcast for quite a while, and a lot of what he's done is just work with entrepreneurs on like talking about what they're doing and doing it in a way that like really translates to different audiences and stuff. We're really, I think you'll really enjoy it. And I just think you guys will get along really well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Let me see if I can, let me see.
You want me to, I can send you into a room.
Yeah, send me into one of the
Let me
rooms.
send you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll send you to Shirley Chisholm.
Okay.
see you soon.
Yeah, Emily, this is so amazing. I really, and it's one thing to see the agenda. You talk, through but this, yeah, this far exceeds.
Oh, I mean, I think me and David have just been having so much fun with these business showers too. Like, I, I honestly, like, it feels like just a very elaborate way for us to be like spend time with people who are so much cooler than us and like doing incredible things. And it's like a blessing for us more than anything else. So like, it's
Yes.
really, yeah. Hey, you're
You want
back.
to go to the other room, Tracy? I'll send you to the other room. Tracy DC, I sent you to the Sojourner Truth group just so you can check in. Do you see it? So I moved you to, let me see. Yeah, it's there. You don't see the join button?
No, I don't. I'm looking over here. Nope.
You might be able to click breakout rooms in the it should be like to the left of the leave button. Don't click the leave button though.
Hold on. See. No, I don't see it yet. Oh, okay.
You see something? You see it now?
I see the leave, the record.
You see more? Do you see a button that says more? Maybe it's.
Let me try more. No. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, those are emojis.
Okay. Well, we're at 6:50, so
I never
all right.
find the emojis.
Okay.
I'll do a 1 minute warning.
Okay. Oh wait, so we have one more person coming on, so I'm just going to. Hey, Latoya. Oh, she's connecting to audio.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Latoya. So we're in breakout rooms right now, and they have 1 minute to go, so you can just stay here. But what they're doing is coming up with a pitch for Tracy for her business. So this is a bit of a competition. So you can help us. You can help us be part of the judges panel.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be tough.
It is.
Because people are like, people have so much fun with this. Oh, I think that's about a minute. Do you mind if we close the rooms and call folks back in? Okay,
Yeah.
great. And this gives them another 60 seconds. It's like all that manufactured pressure. It's not really. It's not real. Man, I'm so excited for your TEDx talk too. That's going to be very, very fun.
Amazing. Everybody should be invited to view it. And Emily, if you don't mind, because a few folks joined a little bit late, to go over the registry again.
Oh yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. I definitely selected things in the registry that I was like, we're fulfilling these tonight. I got you. Right? This is happening. We have Tony lined up.
It's a done deal.
That's the magic of hosting a little bit.
Yeah.
A little hosting magic. Yeah, it's amazing too, because like when you tell folks, like you so rarely get what you don't ask for. I think that like it's just such a nice reminder that like sometimes you just need to ask. And so
yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. How was it? You need more time? Evelyn's like, what'd you say, Evelyn?
It was great. We had a great session and we are ready to go. Yeah.
All right. Well, Emily, come on, take it away.
okay. Well, we have two rooms that we'll be presenting. Which do we have a volunteer? Do we have an enthusiastic volunteer to go first?
I'll go first. This is Nadine. Hi everyone.
Great.
Hi, Nadine.
So, hi. Please correct me with your name again, please.
Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Okay, I was about to call you Sankofa. Sorry. In my nervousness, I was like, that is not her name. So, so this is so exciting to be a part. Thank you, LaShawn, for the invitation. What we wanted to say was, it is important, with only 3% of animation being women, period, and only 1% of animators being women of color, this organization is so needed at this time in our lives. When we have women making such amazing strides in all areas, it's important that, representation matters. And we want to fully support Tracy and her Sankofa mission of raising this $100,000 so that we can provide these programs to children and women of color and, all underrepresented individuals in our communities. Beautiful. We also want to say that, she has over 20 years of teaching experience. So it's not just going to be, I'm putting a program together and I'm trying to see how it goes. I know she knows what it takes to teach someone the skill set that they need to move forward. So, we fully support her, and we want to, that's just a small amount of her accolades. One of my team members want to jump in with the rest of them because there's quite a few there, but the teaching component is one that I think has to be emphasized, because she's not just going to say this is a program, she's going to actually be able to teach a program.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And Nadine, what group are you representing?
Were we Shirley Chisholm?
You might have been Sojourner Truth.
Yo, we were. Yes, we were. Sorry. We were Sojourner Truth.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, Nadine. Did you another team member someone else wanted to add?
Well, I believe that Nadine represented Miss Tracy O'Gray in such a wonderful way, in reference to the excellence and the mannerism that she brings and the professionalism to the table, to provide opportunities in a community like Brownsville, because she's not only creating opportunities for women of color, but she is letting Brownsville know that we run Brownsville, that we are in charge of the narrative in our community, and that we get to write the next story. So she is using her expertise and her skill set as an author and an illustrator to bring art and media as well as animation to a community, to broaden our horizon and give women of color and children the same opportunity that other children have had for years. So we fully throw our full support behind Ms. Tracy O'Gray, and we say to you, we run Brownsville, help us run Brownsville, and vote for Tracy O'Gray and give her the $100,000 that she needs.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You better preach, Margaretta Young. You better preach.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, this is so wonderful. So, and this is all being recorded, so we're gonna just slice that up and play it over and over again.
Yes.
That's right.
Now, for the next
we have Shirley Chisholm. So who is representing the Shirley Chisholm group to pitch?
Hi, so my name is Evelyn. Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Evelyn.
So we're here tonight representing the Sankofa Global Project and the founding person, Ms. Tracy Gray. We fully throw ourselves into her. Oh my God, I messed up.
It's okay. There's no messing up.
No, you're good. Come on, Sister Evelyn.
Okay, so anyways, going forward, we would like for you to hear our pitch for Sister Tracy Gray. She's an educator and she is the founding person of Sankofa Global Project. And what her project represents is educating communities and on different things in education. And I can't.
You got this, girl. You're doing it.
This is fine. Wait, so who is your co-host in the
Lois
Shirley Chisholm
Merriweather.
group?
You have to
Miss
unmute yourself.
Merriweather?
You have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Okay, Evelyn and I work together on this. Now we're going with the premise that if this is a $500 donor, that it's an educated person who is well aware of the Sankofa project, okay?
Mhm.
So he has $500 available, and we're going to convince him that if he supports one person in getting involved in this program, he has touched an entire family. And once he touches the entire family, he touches the community. And then it goes natural, then worldwide. So to begin with that one person, just that donation would mean so much into achieving so many aspects of this program. So we will gladly take your $500 donation, and we hope you will be a continuing donor, because we know that you want to influence every family, every community, every nation, and every country. Thank you so much. Would you like to write your check, or are you going to use a debit card?
Okay. And to add to that, I'm so sorry, but to add to that is Tracy's goal to reach back. And that's why she called her project the Sankofa Project, because she's going to reach back and bring everybody forward that she can. And we need your help in doing this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Shirley Chisholm. Collective, the Shirley Chisholm Collective. That's amazing. Amazing.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Tracy, I told you it was going to be hard. I don't know how you're going to pick which room. That was so beautiful. It's really powerful to start this shower with hearing from LaShawn about her vision with Brooklyn Economic Development Center and how they supported Tracy, to hear Tracy talk about all the work that she's done and she's put into it. And then to bring everyone else in and to hear you speak and support Tracy in this way. I am so moved. Like, good luck picking.
Oh, you know, I took some notes, and I have to tell you, I can't choose, because for this reason. The first group says something that stood out to me was, we get to write our story and broaden our horizons. You know, we talk about the strength of the people and the power of the community. And then the second group talked about one person's donation. One person's $500 donation doesn't just affect one person, it affects one person, then a family, then the community, then the nation, and then globally. And so those are two really powerful ways to pitch, you know, as I go forward. And I'm going to use these. I'm going to use these words, the words that this group brought together, you know, in my emails to folks, and, you know, in my social media, because it is, again, the group, the community, it is the strength of all of us that's going to bring this to the fruition that we believe that can happen. Because like LaShawn said, to see, for our communities to see themselves not just on the screen in a movie, but in behind the scenes creating it, that is real power, to be able to tell our own stories, to be able to tell stories that relate to our community, the stories that come out of our imagination. We have so many creative young people in our communities, and giving them an opportunity to connect in a way that they wouldn't be able to is something that I really look forward to supporting, and really look forward to working with all of you to see this vision come to life. So I thank you all for your words of encouragement and for these pitch lines that I'm going to be using.
And you know what? We're more than happy to take nominations from everybody who is here today. So we said the winning team would get to submit. You're all winners. It's so, and
Yes.
honestly, like we're so excited to be hosting these business showers that, you know, the more the merrier, and we'll keep running them as long as you keep sending us folks.
Yeah.
Once again, I know some folks joined late. I'm putting Tracy's Shine Registry link in the chat one more time. We will also follow up or make sure LaShawn has a link to that to put in emails, and you know, as part of follow up, that is where you can go to see all the quick, easy ways that you can, you know, keep up with what Tracy's doing and support her over the coming weeks as she continues to build and continues to grow things. We also invite everyone else who is on this call, who's a part of this cohort, to also create Shine Registry profiles. And I so look forward to the next business shower, because this was real pleasure to be a part of. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of this.
Thank
This is
you.
so wonderful. Emily, can you, I know we're a little past time, but for those who joined a little bit late, if you don't mind, if you can share your screen so that they can visually see the registry.
Sure.
It's so easy to put together. And so, you know, hopefully we can name who will be the next
Yes.
the next person
Yes.
we celebrate and host a business shower for, okay?
And so you can, so I haven't refreshed, I don't know if other folks, but you could see, like, as folks contribute to the
wow.
profile, they'll show up here. You might get one from Amy Waswalk soon. That's my mom.
Yep,
She
yep.
loves to she loves to browse on the site. But as you see, like, you know, a registry's pretty basic. You know, you get like your photo, you get some links to where folks can follow you, a little storytelling about who you are, and then there's a section where you ask for the things that will help you and what you're building and what you're growing. And we keep it really open-ended on Shine Registry. We leave space for folks to kind of take the lead as far as what it is that they need or they're looking for. We're also happy, you know, we're friends here, so we're happy to like hop on a call or hop on an email if you want to talk through like what it is that you want to put on your registry. Me or David, some of you have worked with before. We're happy to chat more about that. But some of the things that Tracy has asked for is for, like she said, follow on social media. She wants folks to ask about becoming a GED and ed tech animator ambassador. Her crowdfunding campaign is on here, which is great, and it's linked, and so folks can go directly to the site that she's crowdfunding on. There's an ask to connect with a fundraiser, and the reason why we were able to source somebody who can help her with accounting is because she mentioned it on her registry. And so one of the things that we like to say at Shine Registry is that you so rarely get things that you don't ask for, and you are so much more likely to get them if you do ask for them. And so I think we tried to practice that a little bit tonight, and then just seeing that Tracy was asking for someone who can assist with accounting, it was something that we knew that like we could reach into our network and find. I'm not necessarily the right person to ask, but we knew someone who was. So
Yes.
And since everything that she asked for is not something that costs money, it just costs time. When you come to the checkout page, you see that it's $0, but you click fulfill. Tracy gets an email with my information about, you know, how to contact me. I get, you know, a little notice like, thank you for contributing, and you go from there. And so you know, it's really meant to be a tool for you and the folks who care about you to show up, and also an invitation for folks who you might not have realized care to also, you know, find that space as well, and that might be through organizations that you're a part of sharing it. It might be through like other Brownsville groups sharing it. It might also just be through people browsing on the site, but primarily, you know, creating the space is the first step, and so we hope you do create that space with us.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. And I'm really excited about the gifts that were awarded. I mean, how amazing is that? I'm truly excited about what the month of December is going to bring and what is bringing already, and really hope to continue working with all of you as we begin in January in earnest and getting the program in a place that folks can feel really like they have the tools that they need to access the art, animation, and digital design pipeline. So thank you.
Yay, thank you. And thanks everyone for staying on a little bit later.
Yes.
I just want to
Thank you.
officially say thank you to everyone for being here. Your presence was it was truly felt. And, we just really, appreciate your support of
Yes.
Tracy, and more so your commitment to being part of this circle, right? Like,
Yes.
this is a really important, the work that we're doing, we are literally changing, not just the narrative, but literally changing the face of what women business leaders look like in communities like Brownsville. That's us, right? And
Yes.
so we want to make sure that we are able to host the next business shower really soon. So make sure
Yes.
you all, if anyone wants to, raise their hand now and let me know, we can get started. Or else you can send me an email. But we want to make sure that we, we just started our second season, right? So we had our first season. We had more than 50 women join the circle. We had our kickoff event on January 2nd of this year. So now we are closing the year with this event. And, and again, for those who joined late, today is actually Shirley Chisholm's 97th birthday. We opened up with a little, happy birthday song from Stevie Wonder. And, again, we really appreciate all of you being here, and just, you all are gifts. You all are gifts. And we want to make sure that we continue to support you all to share your gift with not just Brownsville, but with the world. So with that being said, thank you so much. Have a blessed evening, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.